Hello friends, I'm Kaylyn and welcome to the BUgirl channel. Today is the very last video in the Fruit of the Spirit series. Time to say goodbye. That's all I know from that song. We are ending off this series by talking about self-control. When you think about the words self-control, you probably think about restrictions and a list of things not to do. Essentially the opposite of freedom. This can seem really bad, right? Who wants to follow some strict list of things you have to do? And who doesn't want to be in charge of what's going on? Well, what we have to realize is that this fruit of the Spirit called self-control isn't about denying yourself power or denying yourself things. It's actually about freedom. Let me just clarify. God gave us free will to make our own decisions. And yeah, sometimes those decisions can get us into trouble. Sometimes we make really bad decisions, and then we have to pay the consequences for it. But God didn't just give us free will and then say, see you later, dudes. Have fun, taking care of yourselves, or whatever. Along with free will, God also gave us this really powerful tool of self-control. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline." God has given us a spirit of strength and love and self-control. The power through God to know ourselves and to make wise decisions, even when it's hard. So instead of self-control being this really restrictive list of things that we can't do, or the extremely hard task of relying on our own strength, it's actually the power to make good decisions and to choose to do the right thing with God's help. I mean, the very fact that self-control is listed as one of the fruit of the Spirit shows that it actually takes a partnership and relationship with God to overcome temptations. It takes being in relationship with Him and relying on His strength instead of our own. I don't know about you, but I have definitely been in situations where I thought that I was strong enough all on my own to overcome whatever temptation, and then I immediately crumbled. Whether that's something as small as not eating the bag of chips that's in front of you, or something as big as giving into the pressure of doing something that your friends are doing even when you know it's wrong. But God's power is bigger than anything we can ever imagine. And He wants to be there for you. He wants to give you His power for self-control. So the next time that you feel alone and pressured and feel like your own strength is failing, know that God is already there with you. And He wants to give you the freedom that comes with self-control. That is it for this week, friends. I really hope that you've enjoyed this series on the fruit of the Spirit and that you've learned something along the way. As always, if you did like this video, please be sure to subscribe and like and comment.